Surface ablation, where we stand now, Dr. Sami, on the podium.
Surface ablation. Yani if they said refractive, yeah, surface is a wide, so they asked me to give you a book in 7 minutes. Okay, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, let's start. Back to the surface advantage of PRK. So we'll talk about PRK and PTKs. Surfaces both. Advantage of PRK, it is simple, easy, less costly, and there is no flap complication. Can be done transepithelial, and can even up to 5 and 6 degrees can be done. There is no problem. Yes, there is some post-operative pain. You can control it with the cold compressors, with the steroid, a lot of things, and it takes time to recover. Incidence of keratitis, haze, and in hyperobia, it is limited. And we shouldn't forget the rule of mitomycin 0.05. Please, 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 nothing called mitomycin 30 seconds, 20 seconds. Every patient is different according to the age, according to the sex, according to the color of the patient, according to previous surgery of the cornea. So many factors comes with this. The rule of vitamin C and tetracycline with dry eye diseases, these are important to think before PRK. Indication either, so surface is either refractive, PRK, or therapeutic, PTK, phototherapeutic. I have to run, I'm sorry for this. But when we do refractive, if it's not fit for LASIK, if there is suspicious of keratoconus, bioptic. What is bioptic? That you do LASIK or you do whatever you want to do, but there is a small tissue, you cannot go again, so you play on the flap. That's why we say PRK after LASIK or after SMILE or whatever. Low refractive error, anybody prefer, and the new future, which is the ray tracing. We will discuss. This is very important. I hope I have time to it. Now, technique, epithelial removal, either manual or by alcohol. Alcohol will cause some dryness. You have to take care, so you have to make it as soon as possible. Transepithelial should be only for virgin eye. Transepithelium, if you do it for post-hyperopic or post-myopic, it is different. The central of the cornea is not as expected by the machine. Dr. Mohsen mentioned that you have to check the epithelial map if the patient had previous surgery, so it's only for the virgin eye. And we can see here transepithelial that the central will take the same, but look at the periphery is different. Here is 11 micron and here is 5 micron, because usually the machine gives you in the center less power and then more than in the periphery. On the يعني على الاعتقاد إن it's only 55 and then come to 65. But if this patient underwent refractive surgery, myopic, so it will not be 55. It will be 60 here or 62, more than that. So you will not reach by transepithelial unless you know exactly the depth. So that's why we said virgin eye. Therapeutic PTK, when we do that, recurrent corneal erosion, epithelial pathology, irregular corneal surface with topography, and whenever you do customization. We'll talk about this as soon as possible. Surface ablation, either so يعني المفروض ان احنا finished with PRK. Okay, I'm running. Surface ablation, either customized or non-customized, and it is to apply laser treatment on the cornea, not aiming for refractive. It is therapeutic. And this is the difference between if you do plain, non-customized, and customized. If you do plain means that the energy distribution is equal on all the surface of all parts of the surface of the cornea. But if you do it on customized, some areas will take more energy and some areas may not take any energy in order to get the level. And this is the way you go through the epithelium until you reach the stroma. Once it is the black window there, you know it is the stroma, because epithelium fluoresces if you apply the laser through it. Anyway, surface ablation PTK is either customized or non-customized. The customized itself, is it wavefront PTK or topography guided? Because everybody say topography guided, topography. No, sometimes you have to go for wavefront guided customized PTK. And non-customized, is it dry or wet? So a lot of times we have to face, and we will discuss very soon. Let us take the non-customized, and according to the surface of the cornea. If the surface of the cornea is regular and big like keratoconus, is different from mountains, different from sand of Sahara, يعني irregular small surface. If the cornea is, if it is big like this, so like keratoconus, here it is dry. You don't put anything. You just apply your laser because you have epithelium covering the areas which is not on top. We know the epithelium is minimum at the height, and so you use your epithelium as a friend. You go through, penetrate the epithelium, go through the stroma, and we will see here. And these are the different shapes of normal, or not normal, of regular abnormalities. Okay, I hope this works. Inshallah. Yes, it does. خلنا نروح هني سوري ما يتحرك. Okay, not to waste time. You will see, no, stop. Okay, you will see the central part. It's not in the center, it is at the side. This is the apex of the cone because this is the thinnest part of the epithelium. Now let us continue. You will see how do we eat. It is extending the way it's extending. So I'm remodeling part of the surface of the cornea, only a few millimeters. Look at it, and that's beautiful. I don't need more than this. Okay, and then we use the epithelium. This is dry, just straightforward. Okay. Now, suppose it is irregular, but thick irregularity, something big, something small. Here we need to have, it is wet, and we have to have a solution that it is slightly thick. We will discuss it. And these are the shapes, so much irregular shapes. And let us look at the beauty here. Here the way we put the fluid, it is thick epithelium, thick fluid. You put the fluid, you wait until it distributes. Maybe you put some sponges here and there on the sideways, so you don't keep the thick fluid in the center. It just goes in the way. And look at it. Look. Stop. I'm sorry. Did you see the ring inside? This means that the height was there, and you have eaten throughout. معقولة? I didn't finish even third of it. No, give me please some time, especially here. Okay, forget about the film. No. I want you just to see it is irregular. Look, circles, because the height where the epithelium, and look at down here, this is, you see that down here, because this is sutures here, it's corneal graft, so different shapes, jump. And this is the way you eat it. Here we are, it's smaller, getting bigger, gradual, by the thick solution. Okay, and you add the solution. Once you see that, you add solution. While in the thin one, you put very light solution, and you don't touch with your laser, your BTK, you don't touch the stroma. You are only hitting the fluid. And once you see the breakdown, you stop and put fluid. Now, when you shoot at the fluid, you create tsunami. Bombs, all these bombs in the fluid, and these bombs completely cure your irregular things. Look at this. This is before and this is after in 2 minutes. Okay, I hope if we can do that. No, وين رحنا? Yes, can we work it? Yes, if you وين راح؟ أيوة. Now here, proceed. طلعها قدام. You see, it's only the drops of BSS, and I'm shooting at the BSS. Once it disappears, معناها I reach the cornea, I stop. I add some more BSS, but you remember the shape. Okay, can we see the last? Let us go here. Okay, see, only BSS, I'm shooting. There is no breakthrough. Once there is a breakthrough, look at the shape. You remember how was it look? How did it look? Now, I think there is good answer. بعد واحدة بس مهمة, and that's it. بعد it's okay. I think with the videos I finished. Just give me a rule of epithelium. Forget it. وهذا كله. Okay, this is the future. Now we are discussing a new theory that there is no need to look at the K readings. There is no need to look at the refractive error. You measure the axial length, and how much is the axial length? You correct the surface of the cornea. Okay, هذه النظرية اللي احنا يعني. Okay, and the idea by that here you do very small treatment, something like 3 millimeters, but that's large tapering zone. The idea is that you correct all the spherical, all the aberrations beside the refractive error without looking at the refractive error. You are creating a new surface. You are not looking at the corneal error. But it is not as we imagine. They are trying to push us to think that this is the story. But imagine if you look at the TV, you see the dots. Okay? Imagine if you are having no aberrations. You cannot stay. We have to have some aberration. يعني. But this is, I think, in the future will be better. This is the future. And there are two companies in the market now. They are doing this technique. I don't have to. And okay, that's enough. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Sorry for that.